Hi, Karan. Thank you so
Yeah,
much
hi,
for
hi.
joining.
I hope I'm audible. I hope you can see me. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Sushnato, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, very much.
Yeah, yeah.
So, since you are the last speakers, and I'm sure I would have bothered you a lot with the waiting
No
time.
worries. No worries.
Okay. See, we have been speaking a lot since morning about what exactly is happening, how the careers are shaping up. So
Right.
now, where we want to actually draw our attention is that what are the strategies that students should have or the entrepreneurs should have. And since you guys are the young entrepreneurs, you are an author who has been writing all these things. So
Right.
my first question to you would be, Karan, you have been a person who started with your graduation, then post-graduation, then you start with your, entrepreneurial journey, then you started with
Right.
your author thing. So what was the biggest passion? And, in one of a book I read, Jack of all trades, but master of some. So if you can
Yeah.
just share a bit about it.
Sunanda, it comes down to basically this. Winners win. You know, irrespective of the circumstances, despite knowing that the circumstances are tough, winners always find a way out. I mean, right now, the kind of circumstances we have, we understand that, it's tricky. But what will keep you going is your spirit to come out on top. And as for me, one thing that was ingrained beautifully, and I give a lot of credit to my mom for that, is you have to embrace little failures. I mean, only if you can embrace little failures and experiment and explore, will you actually find your true calling. A lot of students out there, they never really find out what their true calling is. And that's because they are not experimenting, exploring. It's okay to fail, you know. And a lot of schools, I visit a lot of schools, I meet a lot of principals and educators. Some of them are doing a fantastic job, and I heard them speak today. But one thing that we have to, get people out of their cocoon, and especially one thing that Corona has done is it has gotten us out of our cocoon. We have to try out a number of things. We have to be a jack of all. It's okay to fail on certain things, and then only come to our final calling. And entrepreneurship is all about that. Let's understand this. Some of the biggest jobs, the highest paying jobs, and I'm sure Sushanto would also attest to that, did not even exist some 15, 20 years back. The world we're in has changed, and it's changed more post-corona. Today, we are talking about data, big data. And when we say big data, we're talking about thousands and thousands of jobs. Now it's up to us to, whether we leverage on that, whether we're sitting at home and whining and crying about it, or we go on an academy or an upgrade or a platform like yours and learn that skill. I'm giving you a heads up right away on 5-6 things which are going to take off like a rocket after this. We are going to see a boom of bio-based careers. Bio-based students have had a tough time. I mean, either they clear MBBS or they clear medical, or they've had to face a paucity of options. That's going to change. We're going to see a bounce back of genetics, of pharma. We're going to see people get far more interested in health-related R&D. So, health is going to be big. Ayurveda, going back to the roots, it's going to be big as a career. I can tell you that right away. OTT, when we talk about the Netflixes and Amazons, entertainment on OTT, if you can make content for them, if you can do something out there, that's going to be big. Digital is picking up big. Sushanto can again attest to that. So, we have to keep our eyes on where the attention of the world is right now. So it comes down to this: either adapt and win, or just stay put and lose. And as for the students, I have to tell you, the students have an unbelievable spirit of experimenting. Only if we break the shackles and unleash their potential, and I think schools, colleges, parents, educators can be great facilitators at that, we are going to see unbelievable potential unleashed. I am very optimistic about the times ahead. Let me tell you, adversity comes in as an opportunity most of the times. When we had the economic crisis of 1991, India bounced back courtesy economic liberalization and went on to become the fastest growing economy. That was an adversity which got converted into an opportunity. World War II was an opportunity for US to become a superpower. So let's not, sit and wait for this opportunity to go. This is an opportunity in disguise. Despite the tough times, despite all the hits we are taking, we have to make the most of it. We don't have to waste our time by, whining and crying about it. Rather, we should approach lots of TIE. Like the other day, the Indus entrepreneurs. There were some.
Well, Karan, I'll interrupt here.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
I'll do is I'll put forward a question which has come to me. Data Game creates 2,000 new surge of jobs for
right,
COVID-19.
right,
What are
right.
your views on it? So let me
Hmm.
first put forward this question to
Sure,
Sushnato,
sure,
and then
sure,
I'll come to you.
sure,
Sushnato, can
sure.
you please answer this?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Datacom creates 2,000 new surge jobs of COVID-19 crisis. What are your views on it?
First view would be, is the news right? Because I think the numbers are lowly put. There's going to be a lot of more job search due to COVID-19 in this sector, because every business that has existed or wants to exist is going digital. I, as an active practicing digital marketer, I am seeing it happening. Everyone wants to go digital. The traditional trades which haven't existed, as a matter of fact, traditional trades not existed. Now they're trying to adapt, they're trying to bring in new modules, that's also the time has been quite low.
Okay. Well, let me move back to Karan. Karan, what
Yeah.
are your views on it?
As I said, big data is something that's an absolute gold mine. Now it's up to us whether we want to mine that gold or we want to just give it a pass.
Great, great,
Data
great.
science. I'm telling you, data scientists, some of my friends, Sweden, US, other places, they are sitting on this bull run right now, data science. Data scientists, there's a huge paucity of it. It's an almost spoiler alert that I'm giving, and an opportunity. Fix this, learn the skills of data science. So many IBM, so many other companies are offering it online. Learn this, and you're going to, mint money after this, to put it mildly. That's all I can
Wow,
say on that. Yeah.
that's really good. The
Hmm.
second question that has come to us is, how does that bring to a perspective of the digital wave? So I would move on again to Sushnato, and ask answer us with this question, that how does that brings a perspective to a digital wave, and then I'll come to you, Karan. Then we
Sure,
will summarize on this.
sure, sure, sure.
Sushnato, it might be you
Hello?
have to put off. Yeah, it's audible now. Yeah,
Audible? Yeah.
yes, you are audible.
So the digital wave, that word that we are using nowadays, it has been going on for some time now. So what COVID-19 has done is, it has given a knee-jerk reaction to this whole thing. There's a knee-jerk reaction. What was happening has just, it has accelerated. Digital wave has been going on for long. So yeah, again, as a follow-up and as a following up to the last question, it's going to grow. It's going to grow bigger. Come on, India is a country of 1.3 billion. It's like, the other day I was seeing a map. States can take in some of the major countries' population into it, or the land size also. So it's a huge market. India has always, especially because since there are entry restrictions and on all in China, people do prefer to be in India. So the digital wave is going to pick up because it's cheaper, it's more result oriented. Yeah, consumers and products both alike are going towards this. So yeah.
Fine. Can we move on to Karan?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. On the digital revolution, you're asking me,
Yeah,
Sunanda?
yeah, very short.
Look,
30 seconds answer.
Yeah, yeah. Sunanda, technology is never the revolution. What you do with technology is the revolution. You know, right now, what we are able to do with Zoom and pull off a virtual career hackathon is the revolution. So again, you'll have to learn the skills. You'll have to have the attitude. This is the era of soft skills. I mean, you can have robotics, you can have artificial intelligence, you can have automation, but you'll need people with the right temperament, leadership, communication, and emotional intelligence to manage that. Yes, this is a digital wave, but to ride it, the rules of the game, as much as they change, they remain the same. Humility, empathy, the alertness and the promptness to react, skills are the new grades. That is what is going to make this digital wave a revolution, right?
Perfect. So what we understand from both of you, digital is the new norm, and as Karan has pointed out his pointers and Sushnato has pointed out his pointers, the young entrepreneurs have to say that yes, resilience is required, empathy is required, and data is the big science that is coming up. With this, we sign off with both of you. I'm so sorry, we are having a very short time, and I'm getting a messages on the YouTube also. And for the people who are watching us on YouTube, next time hum Hindi mein koshish.
I will just say this. I'm helping a lot of students right now. Many of them are even interning with me. You can follow me on official.karanvarma. Ping me. We can do lots of career thing. I can help you in whichever way I can. So
Perfect.
official.karanvarma.
We will share that. We will share that with people.
Sure.
So for the viewers who are watching us on YouTube and have requested that we should go on Hindi, definitely next time I will ask my speakers to use both the languages. I'm so sorry we could not take up this question earlier because of this thing.